Welcome back everyone. In the last video, we discussed about AR diagrams and some basic components of it. Today we are going to deep dive different AR models which are typically categorized three levels of detail: conceptual, logical, and physical data modeling. But first get an understanding about what is data modeling. Suppose that in a library we need to classify all books and arrange them on shelves to make sure we can easily access every book. We are categorizing the books according to their content, subject, or their origin. For example, historical books are all in the same area and novels are collected together, so we can organize them in a way that we can easily find the correct book that we are looking for. Similarly, if we have massive amounts of data, we need a system or method to keep everything in order. The process of sorting and storing data is called data modeling. In a way, data modeling is simply a diagram that displays a set of tables and relationships between them. And that brings us to the next question. In which phase data modeling takes place? Traditionally, data models have been built during the analysis and design phases of a project to ensure that all the requirements for a new application are fully understood. The process starts by collecting business requirements and rules from stakeholders and end users. These business rules are then translated into data structures to formulate a concrete database design. In a way, those models are conversion of business processes and requirements into graphical objects and relationships. Therefore, a data model can be compared to a roadmap, an architecture's blueprint, or any formal diagram that provide a deeper understanding of what needs to be designed. And who are the modelers? Data modelers are system engineers who design and implement data modeling solutions using relational, dimensional, or NoSQL databases. They have a variety of different tasks. For example, they identify business needs, create and maintain data models. They set design standards, tools, best practices, and related development methodologies for the organization. They also set standards for document naming, security, and lifecycle and retention architecture. They work closely with data architects and prospective users to design databases that meet organizational needs using conceptual, logical, and physical data models. And that brings us to the last question. What are the modeling types? Like any design process, database, and information system, design begins at a high level of abstraction and becomes increasingly more concrete and specific. Data models can generally be divided into three categories, which vary according to their degree of abstraction. The process will start with a conceptual model, progress to a logical model, and conclude with the physical model. So let's have a look at them a little bit detail. When you look at the conceptual data model, you see that it is highly abstract and not including any detailed information. The main target of this model is to establish the entities which you see in here, the basic elements like region, time, and sales, and the relationships between them. In this data modeling level, there is hardly any detail available of the actual database structure. Conceptual ERDs is the simplest model among all. That brings us some flexibility that we can enhance easily, and we don't need any concrete modeling tool. Even a piece of paper will be enough for our modeling design. So when we step into logical data model, it is less abstract compared to conceptual one. It brings further information such as attributes in here like sales amount or city and channel detail of a region, and additionally primary key and foreign key information. There are a couple of modeling products in market that enables them to create logical data models such as Erwin or SAP Power Designer. The advantage of logical data model is to provide a foundation to form the base for the physical model. And the last one is the physical data model, which is the least abstract of all. They offer a finalized design that can be implemented to database. Entities referred as tables and attributes referred as columns, so the columns should have exact data types, lengths, assigned, and default values. Primary and foreign keys, views, indexes, access profiles, and authorizations are all defined. Data modeling tools like Erwin and Power Designer can be used for modeling and to convert logical data model to physical data model. So we can see that the complexity increases from conceptual to logical and to physical data model. This is why we always first start with the conceptual data model, then move on to logical and finally end up with the physical data model. In a data warehouse project, sometimes the conceptual data model and logical data model are considered as a single deliverable. A general understanding of three data models is that the business analysts use conceptual and logical model to model the business objects exist in the system. The database designer or engineer elaborate the conceptual and logical ER model to produce the physical model that presents the physical database structure ready for database creation. I hope that gives you a general idea about the different types of modeling that we are going to hear them a lot in the following sessions. Thank you very much.